episode of the Wilkins Distilled Health Circle webinars. Our aim is to support every parent in their parenting journey. I'm Bea Fabregas. I will be your host this season. So before we begin, I just want to say hello to our beautiful studio audience here. How about you guys give yourselves a round of applause? Naku, we are so excited to have you guys here. And of course, a very special shout out to the members of Mommy Mundo, to Smart Parenting, the Asian Parent, and of course, Women of Opinion. Of course, they are here with us online as well. So let's give them a round of applause. There we go. Thank you so much for supporting our webinar. All right. Ngayon naman, of course, hello to all our mommies at home. Hello to Team Bahay. I want to see those blue and white heart emojis. Ayan, malupit na wave. Oh my gosh, we are so excited to see you all here today, and of course to everybody joining us online. It's so wonderful to see our Wilkins Distilled Health Circle members active and engaged sa ating webinar. Now, like the last time, lahat po ng kasama natin dito sa studio makakatanggap ng mommy kit from Wilkins Distilled. That deserves a round of applause. This is our mommy kit. It's a cute tote bag filled with essentials that every mom would need as she takes care of her whole family. Now, we also have discount vouchers for Wilkins products inside the bag. Alam nyo, as a mother, ay nako, we really value every little discount talaga. I mean, it all adds up, diba, in the bigger scheme of things. Kaya this is awesome. And also, if you participate in our in-studio activities today, you'll also get the chance to take home a special gift from Wilkins Distilled. So another round of applause. We are going to have a ton of fun, a wonderful discussion. But first, let's talk about the special gift bag. It's a bigger bag, which is handy for long days outside our homes. Of course, it's filled with essential items that we can use to take care of our families. And as mothers here, I know you can all relate. We need to think of everything, diba? Kailangan lahat ng essentials sa loob ng bag. So that'll be perfect. To our online audience, huwag po tayong malungkot. We, of course, are thinking of you guys as well. You can bring home a special gift by playing our jumbled word game. Now, we're going to have 3 lucky mommies to take home a special gift for each word. I'm going to go through the mechanics. Sobrang easy lang nito, all right? So if you want to join our jumbled word game, I just want to remind you, make sure your Facebook account is verifiable. Ibig sabihin, this needs to match your government-issued IDs, okay? So these are the mechanics. Throughout the program, we're going to show you a jumbled word, and all you have to do is spell it correctly within 15 seconds, okay? So you have to be alert, you have to be aware, you got to be ready, diba? And of course, there's going to be a line that's going to be placed at the end of the 15-second mark to prevent further submission. So the first 3 that answer correctly will be, of course, taking home a special gift from Wilkins Distilled. And I think at this point in time, there's a word coming up. Ayan, I can see it there. And just a clue for everybody watching, this is actually related sa topic natin today. So your 15 seconds is ongoing. All right, keep guessing, keep guessing. Oh, and as I said, we all use this. It's super important. This is our topic today. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, your 15 seconds are up. And the correct answer is actually the internet. Oh my gosh, where are we going to be without the internet? Mommies, do you guys agree? Come on, how about a round of applause? I'm getting excited for our topic. So sa ating online participants, watch out for these jumbled words. They're going to pop up randomly, kaya kailangan natin maging, aware when they do, okay? So be ready and you can get those special gifts. So, going back to your social media accounts, please make sure that we're going to be able to reach you because, we need to make sure that we can verify these accounts. So please use your primary social media accounts, all for the verification process. So sobrang daming giveaways ng Wilkins Distilled Health Circle this season, kaya join lang kayo ng join. Okay, so let's proceed to introduce our guests. Are you ready? Are you ready for our special guest for this afternoon's webinar? Okay, so of course, our guest that I'll be welcoming, our guest doctor, earned her medical degree from the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Medicine and Surgery in 2007. She completed her pediatric residency at the Makati Medical Center in 2011 and completed her fellowship in allergy and clinical immunology training at the University of Santo Tomas Hospital in 2014. She is a pediatrician and she specializes in child and adult allergy, asthma, and immunology, all right? She is associated with VRP Medical Center and is a visiting consultant in Cardinal Santos Medical Center. Without further ado, let's all welcome Dr. Lou Verley Manzon Reyes.
Hi, Bea. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Doc Lay. So nice to see you, Doc. You look amazing.
Thank
We're
you so
excited
much.
for today. Really, really excited to be here. Now, I've been hyping it up because, you know, our topic today is very important. And I think we're also lucky to have a young doctor with us, you know, to discuss a relevant topic about mothers who are super active online, no, Doc?
Yes, Bea. I can attest to the phenomenon that most mothers nowadays, they can navigate the internet very well. So when they go to our clinics, they have researches or they have questions already before the consultation.
Nakalista na yan.
Correct.
Actually, I'm like that, diba?
It's okay.
But I don't forget, so I put it in my notes. But that's true, Doc. It's, you know, it's significantly risky, actually, because we're talking about health, right?
That's very true, Bea.
That's why I really, really want to get into this. But hold that thought for a second, Doc Lay, because before we go deeper into the discussion, we, of course, once again have with us a very caring and hands-on mother, a compassionate ally to other mothers, and a dependable homemaker who understands the value of getting the correct information, especially when it comes to health and, of course, the well-being of her family. Mommies and friends, let's all welcome Miss Ann Curtis.
Yes! Hello! Hello again, Bea.
Yes,
and
so
of
nice to
course,
see you.
Doc Lay, hello po. And hello to everyone. Hello sa ating mga mommies here today. It's really nice to be back here again. So Wilkins Distilled Health Circle. It really warms my heart to see our health circle growing bigger and bigger. And now I'm so excited to learn more and share my personal experiences and knowledge with my fellow mommies.
Totoo yan, Anne, because, you know, we've seen this grow, diba? As you mentioned the first episode, parang first it was online, now we're here. So it's really a community and we create that bond.
Kailangan natin ng community.
Kailangan natin ng
Support
community.
system, ika nga.
Yeah, and so going back to our topic, Anne, we were actually, you know, kind of wanting to go over the do's and don'ts with Doc Lay of getting information online. Ito na, self-medicating. Here we go. And why you always need to have it verified by a medical professional. So our topic today is what's on your feed. Of course, consuming health information from the internet. That deserves a round of applause. I think we are going to have a great, great discussion.
Alam mo, I'm so happy that we're doing this topic because I felt like it was something that we needed to constantly discuss with the amount of unchecked health information on the internet. It's really hard to determine which information is legitimate or not. Or sinasabi nga nila, di ba yun yung doctor internet? And sometimes when we're online, we're causing ourselves to get praning about
Anxious.
something. Kasi
Yes.
ang dami natin nababasa online na hindi naman pala totoo.
Yeah, that's correct, Anne and Bea. You know, as I've mentioned earlier, there are patients who come into our clinics with formed opinions already, and those informations are not 100%, talagang hindi
Yes.
correct,
Yeah.
So we
Hindi
have to correct
correct.
that when they go to our clinics.
Tama ka dyan, Doc Lay. And when it comes to you and your child's health, dapat hindi tayo nagre-risk talaga. There are certain things that we need to put in the hands of professionals.
I can't agree more. So let's ask Doc Lay all the questions. What are actually the most frequently asked questions that you get from your patients?
Well, based on my practice, I'm a pediatrician, and I specialize in allergy and immunology. Some mothers tend to search the internet talaga to diagnose their children's condition, kapag may sakit. So, for example, may fever, diba? So, yung bata sometimes, the mom kasi they will search lang, fever. What is the medicine for a fever? And the internet naman, the information you get there is very basic, and they don't really explain what's the underlying cause, So, that could lead to incorrect and ineffective treatment.
Naku, and there's a study that they have found that the most Filipinos self-medicate using information that they get from the internet. Naku, very wrong.
Yes, correct. Because you know what? The danger, kasi with self-medication is the use of the drugs, that we treat ourselves with, it should be with medical guidance. So this could also lead to a wrong or ineffective treatment, misdiagnosis, more sick patients, antibiotic resistance, and many adverse effects from medications.
And, if we're being real, the mommies here, the mommies watching, that can get very scary, diba? So,
Especially kapag hindi mo alam kung ano yung proper dosage na dapat with the
that's
medication
so
that you're
true.
giving.
Nanghuhula.
Ako talaga, whenever I have to give, kunwari, mga paracetamol, ibuprofen, it's so important that you get the right dosage for your child. That's why you always have to clear it first with your pediatrician. Diba? Diba
Yeah.
to?
Correct.
So, what are the common conditions that Filipinos self-medicate for, Doc?
So, more common conditions no, that Filipinos self-medicate with, for example, yung mga fever, yun, katulad no, lagnat, no, colds and coughs, yung mga ubo, sipon, diarrhea or yung pagtatae, headache or sakit ng ulo, yung mga rashes or urticaria, no, what we see in our practice, no, or tagulabay in Tagalog. Ang nakakatakot kasi dito no, when they self-medicate, baka kasi may underlying cause no, na nami-miss out when you self-medicate, and it's important to seek medical attention talaga to assist you, to rule out any underlying conditions. No? And we also have to consider if tama ba yung dosage ng gamot, no? And ano yung side effects nito, and safe ba, lalo na sa very young children.
And how about naman the misinformation about hydration, Doc?
Super important. I want to know.
It's very important, no, yung mga wrong information about hydration, no, kaya we have to be very careful, no, with the information that we consume. I'll lay down a few misconceptions so to give you an idea.
Okay.
So, myth number 1, no, dapat uminom ka lang ng tubig kapag nauuhaw ka. So, the fact is, no, there's sufficient water consumption, no, it depends on various activities, no, including a person's age, the weight of the patient, no, the children and adults require different amounts of water per day. Other considerations include their level of physical activity, exposure to warmer climate, and any underlying health conditions. No? As individuals with heart failure, kidney disease, no, yun may mga sakit sa puso, sa kidney, they should lower down their water intake or else it will exacerbate their medical condition.
Like as you mentioned, it really depends on where you are. So just because you're not thirsty doesn't mean you shouldn't be consuming water, Doc, no? So there's so many other myths though. So for the second myth, Doc, I believe it's also liquid related.
Yeah, so for myth number 2, no, liquid is the only way to rehydrate. No, the fact is, although drinking lots of water daily is good for you, hindi lang ito ang sole method of hydrating.
Oh.
So roughly around 20% of our fluid na kailangan natin, no, can come from different type of food. Like example, no, yung mga soup. Watery fruits like strawberries and cantaloupe, watermelon and vegetables,
Yun,
no, like
watermelon.
spinach, kale, cucumber, celery have high water content, no, and it can improve your daily fluid consumption.
So the fruits and veggies also
Very
help
important
rehydrate.
to have it included in their diet. No?
Correct.
Kaya proper nutrition din
Yeah.
talaga to help with hydration.
Tell us more, Doc.
Yes, we want to know more about
we're-
hydration,
yes.
Doc.
Ang pag-inom ng tubig kasabay ng pagkain ay nakakasira sa digestion. Kahit totoo no, na marami ang nagiging uncomfortable no, or bloated when you drink water no, habang kumakain, ang moderate amount naman ng water no, or fluid no, ay karaniwang maayos and nakakatulong actually sa digestion.
And it doesn't matter ba, Doc, kung halimbawa malamig na tubig versus warm water?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, no,
It doesn't
actually.
matter.
No, basta it's clean water.
Okay. Kasi diba sinasabi nila yon yung kapag mas nakakatulong daw kapag warm water.
Warm water, yes.
Sa pag-digest.
We hear a lot about sports drinks. What do you have to say about that?
Myth number 4, no? Can sports drinks ba be given no, during diarrhea episodes? Ito, ang dami po nagtatanong sa amin yan, no, as a pediatrician. No? Water, you have to rehydrate with clean water. Yun naman po ang very, very important. No? Hindi po kasi equivalent ang oral rehydrating solution with sports drink. Okay? So, ang oral rehydrating solution has a different amount of electrolytes. You can get it actually from mixing it with clean water. Ang sports drink po, yan ay, ang i-replace lang yan ay yung pawis. Okay? Which is very different when you have diarrhea or you have gastrointestinal disorders.
May specific na
Right.
sinasabi
Specific
ang mga
need.
pediatrician.
And
Hindi
so-
yung mga
Oo.
sports drink na
Yeah.
pang-adults.
Yes,
Oo.
exactly. It's nice that the mothers are asking nga. Kasi nga, it's parang
Oo.
your natural reaction would be like, oh, hydrate. Here's, something that you use after you
Yes.
exercise. But not necessarily perfect for that situation.
Or I think din ang mga parents, diba? Parang sometimes you think kung ano yung ginagawa nyo para sa sarili nyo, kapag when you have these symptoms, you think na parang okay lang din
Yes.
gamitin sa isang bata. Yun pala, hindi. May
Super-
specific na ginagawa para sa mga bata.
And as moms, diba, like it opened a whole new world of, okay, so
Yes.
there's so many questions that we need to be asking.
Okay, so for myth number 5, dapat kang uminom ng 8 baso ng tubig sa isang araw, okay? So the fact is, no, wala talaga pong one size fits all, no? Kasi again, no, as I mentioned earlier, no, it depends talaga no doon sa weight ng tao, sa age ng tao, yung activity level niya, and also kung saan nakatira, no? So sa ating mga tropical country, talagang more water consumption, no? Pero, ayon sa Institute of Medicine, dapat yung mga babae po no, umiinom ng at least 2.7 liters of water or at least 91 ounces of fluid. So, ang dami, no? Sa isang araw. Yung mga lalaki naman po, since bigger body built sila, no, they need to drink 3.7 liters of water per day.
Grabe,
Yeah.
no?
Grabe. Doc, and
much
since we're on the topic, is distilled water safe to drink for pregnant women and babies?
Yes, distilled water is clean, safe, and quality water, no? And according to available data or information now, its water is distilled using a cutting-edge method and it's certified to meet both local and international safety standards. So having said that, now drinking water of that standard and quality should be safe for daily consumption.
I remember my mom always used to tell me to drink lots of water. And now that I'm a mom, you find yourself
Yes.
repeating what your mom was telling you growing up. And
Tama.
I'm glad that she instilled that, diba? Kasi sometimes when you're a kid, you don't necessarily want to drink water.
Lots of water.
Diba? So, tingnan mo, and there's so many things that were unclear. We were clearly all attentive during the myths. So thank you so much. There's so much varied information that we get from the internet. And that was a really helpful discussion, Doc. Thank you.
That's true, Bea. Kaya it's always best, tulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon, to consult a healthcare professional, especially when you're unsure about the information that you get online. And speaking of hydration, ako talaga, I never risk, especially for my family when it comes to drinking water. I always go for Wilkins distilled, the water you can trust. Kaya go for clean, safe, and quality water.
Oh, ayan, mommies, you heard it from Anne. So it's time to take advantage of the Wilkins Distilled discount vouchers that are included in your mommy kit. So use them to claim your discounted Wilkins products online. Malaking bagay talaga having clean, safe, and quality water for ourselves and for our families. Now, Doc Lay, let's make this more interesting for our audience. Okay, it's been very interesting so far, but we're gonna, keep adding all those questions. They can actually ask a question, and then Anne and I, we're gonna put our Dr. Internet to the test. Actually, we're gonna be whipping out our phones and we're gonna see what answers we get online. And of course, we're gonna consult with you and see if, medyo tama yung hula natin, all right?
Simply put, tatanungin nyo lang kami and we'll search online and then we'll ask Doc Lay if tama ba ang na-search namin.
Yan. So, Anne, we've already collected some questions from our mommy. So, we're gonna pick a few from those. And for our in-studio audience, you can ask your questions later, all right? Doc Lay, are you ready?
Yes.
This is gonna be fun. So, let's begin with our first question, all right? So, of course, these are related to all of the different kind of questions that we're getting online. So, here we have a question from one of our mommies. It says, bawal po ba mahamugan ang buntis? Masama ba lumabas sa gabi? Okay. It's a good question.
Yung hamog kasi no or fog no it's just water no parang water in the air, it's a low lying cloud no so in essence hindi siya masama, but if it gets mixed no with smoke or other pollutants, it becomes smog. So sa Pilipinas, we are already moderately polluted.
Wow,
moderately. But at
moderately
times
lang ba?
we are poor air quality. No?
Okay,
Oo.
okay. Yeah, the answers naman I'm getting are online are hindi.
Yun nga, no, hindi siya masama kung fog lang siya. But then sa Pilipinas, masama siya,
Yeah.
no? Especially when you are pregnant because you're at high risk, no, for contracting illnesses, no, upper respiratory illnesses,
Right.
yung mga
Right.
common colds, no. And also, hindi lang naman for pregnant, no, for general population in general, no, if you get exposed to smoke or smog, you will get parang especially if you have asthma, if you have allergies, if you have chronic
yes.
obstructive pulmonary disease and cardiovascular disease, it can make your conditions worse.
Right. Yeah, and so actually the mask really helps also. If you know that you're going to a place that's kind of going to be already kind of a little bit polluted,
Smoggy,
Yeah, there we go. Okay, how about here's the studio? I am excited. You can actually just walk up to the mic and ask away. Where is our first question? There we go. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Mommy Jackie. Hello, Mommy Bea, Mommy Ann. Hello, Doc. My question is, are antibiotics safe to treat coughs?
Okay, so
Okay.
yan, very controversial din yan, no? Maraming patients na ganyan, no? To answer your question, no, hindi naman kasi lahat ng cough are bacterial in nature, no, that would require antibiotics, no? Some are viral, no, that our own immune system can fight off, no, in a couple of days or weeks, no? So, and self-medicating or using antibiotics left and right can is actually the leading cause of antibiotic resistance. So we're making the bugs more smart, no? Parang they are smarter than our first-line antibiotics already.
Yeah, and I mean that's really why again you need to consult your pediatrician because parang it's not automatically antibiotics na agad, diba?
But how do you know, Doc, ito nakakita ko ng information online, how will we know if the cough is due to a viral or bacterial
Yes.
infection?
Oo nga.
Well, actually, no, syempre, history taking and physical examination is very
Important.
important. Oo, not all symptoms that you get in the internet will fit your child's symptoms. So, it's important to go to your doctor, no, para ma-physical examination sila. And, we can run a couple of tests also to confirm our diagnosis. So, and that will really give us a hunch, no, ano ba, we need antibiotic or we'll just give supportive treatment lang.
I'm learning so much. I really hope that I'll take notes actually later.
Ako
Doc. I'll
din.
catch you later. Ha? No, but thank you so much for that question and you get a special gift from Wilkins Distill. Thank you so much. We have another question, of course, from one of our mommies here in the audience. So this one, very important din. Are vaccines bad for children or pregnant women?
Nako, this is a great question, no?
yes.
I also want to hear what Doc Lay has to say about this because, basta, go, Doc.
Okay, yan. Medyo controversial nga itong issue about vaccination. No? But you know what? Vaccination is not bad for children, okay? That's what we want to reiterate to everyone. No? In fact, no, vaccines are one of the most important and effective ways to protect children from a variety of serious and sometimes life-threatening illnesses. And also, it's crucial for kids to receive all the recommended vaccines on time in order to provide the best defense against illnesses that vaccines can prevent, no? On the other hand, no, baka nagtatanong din yung mga pregnant moms, no, baka pwede po ba kaming magpa-vaccine while we are pregnant, no? There are vaccines that are actually recommended for pregnant women, no, like flu vaccine, and also it will prevent the mother and also the child or the baby from getting the flu. But there are special vaccines, especially the live viruses or live vaccines that should be avoided during pregnancy. And examples of which are your measles, mumps, rubella, or the MMR vaccine, and varicella or the chickenpox vaccine. So these are not recommended during pregnancy kasi nga they contain live virus and it could harm your developing baby.
Ayun. Kaya talagang, di ba, ang daming mga misinformation online. So it's always, you just always have to check with their healthcare professionals, diba? I think it's very important that we get to educate other mothers also the importance of having the routine of vaccines from the time of birth para protektahan ang sarili na ng anak at ang mga bata sa kapaligiran, diba? It's very important.
So kailangan talaga masipag when it comes to those doctor visits, diba? We cannot miss
Yes.
those monthly visits, of course. And then at a certain age, it comes after a few months na. So yeah, I just came from a vaccine like the other week, diba? And it's always an emotional journey
Yun
for
na
our
nga,
babies.
kahit masakit
but
para sa
yes,
atin marinig yung mga babies
yes,
natin.
we
na-
know it's good for them.
Yes, it's good for them.
As you keep saying, Anne and Doc, when it comes to our health, we cannot take risks at all. So we have one more in-studio question to wrap up this segment. So where's our question coming from?
Hi, everybody. My name is Katrisha. I am from Women of Opinion. And here's my question. Bawal po bang mag-exercise ang isang buntis?
Kita kasi nag-exercise siya, pregnant siya, di ba? Actually, yung exercise kasi, no, it's very important also for our well-being, no? So, in terms of exercise, no, sa mga pregnant women, there are low-impact exercises, no, that can be done while you are pregnant. For example, yung mga swimming, stationary biking, or the likes, no? Yeah, yoga. But in my opinion, no, you have to avoid lang siguro yung mga physical sports, no? Yung mga basketball,
Tama.
and then yung mga football, no? Na pwede kang ma-injure talaga, no? But,
May dala ka ng basketball,
yeah,
tapos
correct.
magba-basketball ka
Medyo,
pa.
oo.
pero it's important na always tell the mothers then, no? To always seek, no? Consult your OB doctors first, no? To get clearance prior to performing these exercises.
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think that's actually like a very hot debate topic, diba? Because some are just like, no, some are yes, some are, it varies. And that's why we keep saying these are important. It's super funny. I was a tennis player growing up. My OB did not allow me to play tennis. And I told her, but doc, like, I know this. Like, this is something
My
I've been
body's
doing
used
for
to
years.
it.
And sabi niya, I don't care. Because you
Yes.
don't know. Sometimes you can't control, you know, what might hit your belly. So I listened, even if I was super frustrated, diba? But
Yeah.
yeah, even something like that, like I made sure that I had to clear.
Dapat may clearance talaga from your OB.
At saka
Like,
my parents, they're like, hindi ka pwede. And I'm like, what do you mean?
mag-exercise.
Yeah.
Yung mommy ko din, bawal ka mag-exercise. Sabi ko, mama, meron
There
correct.
are.
There are certain exercises that you can do. Siyempre, hindi na ako tatakbo ng marathon, di ba?
Yes.
But I will do like yoga. I was doing yoga at the time. May prenatal, diba?
Pilates
Prenatal yoga.
also.
Pilates
Super
also.
good.
May mga ganun naman na that exercises that you can do, which is safe for you and your baby.
There we go. So you also get a special gift from Wilkins Distilled. And to our online audience who got their questions selected, we will get in touch with you via Facebook account for your special gift.
Ayan, there you have it. Malinaw na malinaw. Marami tayong pwedeng malaman gamit ang internet. But, to understand kung tama ba ang information na ito, mas mabuti nang magtanong sa inyong doctor. So, kahit na, ang ibig sabihin kasi nun, kahit hindi pa siya mag-reply kaagad, wag pa rin kayong gumawa or magbigay ng gamot. Kahit, di ba, minsan ganun yun, naiinip na tayo because our kids have a fever or sinisipon, sinasabi may masakit. We should always wait until we have the advice of our doctors.
You know what I have to share, Anne? You know, sometimes nakikita na ng doctor natin, di ba? Nakikita mo red na.
Red na.
Tapos hindi pa
sumasagot.
And that for me is a signal na everything is okay, di ba?
Yes.
Because they
will
immediately
reply.
reply when something needs immediate attention. So as moms, we need to be patient
Yes.
also, di ba?
I'm sure, Doc, sometimes you get messages from your
Yes.
patients,
And
di ba?
Kasi sometimes baka you're doing something, baka tumatakbo ka, baka hindi ka makareply.
I'm also a mom,
Yes.
so
Plus, you know the history, of course, of your patient.
Correct.
So parang, of course, we know, doc. We have to be patient.
We
So,
have
yeah,
to be
We have to be patient.
Parang just don't kaagad go to the internet and search. Naku, hindi nagre-reply. Said, ano kaya pwede? And then they
Yes.
go to the internet, diba? No, yun. Let's wait for our doctors to reply to us. Or a visit to your pediatrician.
And as much as we're saying don't go to the, I mean, we're guilty, diba, of ano, but
Yes.
sometimes we have to practice the self-control to put it down and wait for the reply.
Easier said than done. But
Yeah,
kaya natin
but
yan, mga mommies.
Exactly. So, you know, before we finish up, I think there is one last jumbled word coming up. So I can see it. There it is. Once again, sa Team Bahay, we, of course, did not forget you. This is your chance to win a special gift from Wilkins Distilled. We have that 15-second count. All right. All related to what we were talking about today. So I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So ang correct answer natin is self-medicate. There you go. Congratulations sa ating mga mommies who will take home these special gifts from Wilkins Distilled. I'm sure ma-enjoy nyo ang laman ng kits, especially our discount vouchers. And of course, sa mga nag-participate sa ating activities and games, we're gonna get in touch with you via our Facebook account. So please check your messenger regularly para of course hindi masayang yung mommy kit, okay, the special gift. So there you go. Maraming salamat to you, Anne. And of course, much, Doc Lay. This was a great episode, and we are really learning so much every episode of the Wilkins Distilled Health Circle webinars. I'm sure marami tayong natutunan. Yes? Can you agree? That was so much fun. And hopefully, we will become more aware of what we consume, especially on the internet. Grabe talaga.
Yes, and as always, a simple reminder lang na always consult with the expert when it comes to you and your family's health.
That's correct. So we really need to be more cautious about health information that we consume and share with others. No, we need to always check our sources to see if they came from a reputable institution with good track record. And lastly, always consult with a professional. If you have doubts or concerns about your particular condition, it's best to ask your doctor, no, or an expert in the field to get accurate and reliable information.
Ayan, we cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you so much, Anne, for sharing your time with us. Maraming salamat, Doc Lay.
Thank you.
For the awesome insights on online information and self-medication. I'm sure maraming na-enlighten today sa ating napaka-interesting na topic. We know na madami tayong hindi na-tackle na issues kasi sobrang dami talaga. Kaya moving forward, please always ask a medical expert if meron pa kayong ibang mga katanungan. Now, I would also like to express my gratitude to all the mommies and parents who joined us today in the studio and those who participated from their homes. I also want to extend my appreciation to our mommy groups, Mommy Mundo, Smart Parenting, The Asian Parent, and Women of Opinion, who continuously support us. So thank you very much. Please enjoy your mommy kits. Take advantage of the discount vouchers for Wilkins products for safe and clean hydration for our families. Mommies, let's always go with the water you can trust, Wilkins Distilled. On behalf of Ann Curtis and Doc Lay, my name is Bea Fabregas, and until next time, take care.